Hello. Welcome. My name is Joyce Tamiru. I'm a Dala informant. I'm here to share information about Dala and how it can assist with home building, renovating, completing or buying property in Tanzania using a mortgage loan, ensuring you're well informed. Once you're ready, you'll be linked with your personal Dala mortgage assistant. They will guide you through each stage of the mortgage process, from start to project completion, and address any questions you have about Dala and mortgages. What is Dala? Dala is a digital platform that aims to assist Tanzanians, whether at home or abroad, in building, finishing, or renovating homes in Tanzania with a mortgage. It leverages technology and professional support to ensure the process is affordable, reliable, quick, and accessible to all with an income. Dala app is operated by Dala AI Technology Limited, registered under BRELA, and holds an ICT and digital services license. It also holds licenses as a real estate agent and a real estate consultancy. The Dala team has a combined 15 years of experience in the real estate and mortgage market. Our office is located at Re-Agent Business Park, Mikocheni, Dar es Salaam on the second floor. Customers are welcome to visit us. Due to the high demand of customers wanting to come to our office, currently to get an appointment to meet us in person for discussions, you must first complete all the steps in the Dala app. Once you complete all the steps in the Dala app, you will be scheduled for an appointment. You are most welcome. What we do at Dala. We work closely with you from your very first idea through loan approval, house construction, project completion, and even into repayment. We support you by developing your construction and loan plan, preparing documents, coordinating with lenders, BOQ engineers, architects, and builders, and ensuring project compliance with your mortgage provider's standards. We also troubleshoot and negotiate when needed. If your profile doesn't match one lender, we keep searching for better options and adjusting your strategy until you find a solution. We're here to help you move forward, not get stuck. To accomplish this, we rely on a trusted network of housing and finance stakeholders. Over the years, we've built relationships with mortgage officers, financial institutions, surveyors, engineers, architects, planners, legal experts, land specialists, and appraisers. What we do not do at Dala. We do not offer mortgage loans, construction services, or other non-licensed services, nor hold relevant licenses. However, we work with trusted mortgage providers and construction firms for our users. Our team has extensive experience in construction and mortgage finance, working closely with licensed providers to develop plans, guide users through the mortgage process, leverage technology, and ensure compliance with industry standards. We utilize our global and Tanzanian network to secure better terms, streamline coordination, and assist users in completing their mortgage requirements. With Dala, users benefit from our expertise and connections. These connections speed up processes, open doors, and simplify systems, especially for first-time mortgage builders. You don't need to know someone. With Dala, you already do. Who we can't help for now. Although we strive to assist as many individuals as possible, we are unable to help if your monthly income is less than 500,000 Tanzanian shillings. You are under 21 or over 55 years old. If you have income, you must have been active for at least 1 year if you're an entrepreneur, or 3 months if you're employed. If you're close to qualifying, work towards a threshold and return when ready. We'll support you throughout. Where can you obtain a mortgage with Dala Help? We can assist you with 3 ways to obtain a mortgage loan. 1. Obtain the full mortgage amount from local mortgage providers, such as banks and other non-bank lenders in Tanzania. 2. Obtaining the full mortgage amount from a constructor. 3. Obtaining a portion of the mortgage from local lenders and the rest from a builder. Let's start discussing the first option, local mortgage providers only. This option allows you to apply for your full mortgage amount from local providers in Tanzania, including commercial banks, housing finance companies, and other non-bank financial institutions. It is one of the most common mortgage options and is ideal for those who want flexibility in choosing their builder. It also offers the longest loan term, up to 25 years. However, A significant drawback is that interest rates often rise over time, making repayment several times the original loan amount. The loan amount, mortgage term, and interest rate for local mortgage providers only. The mortgage amount ranges from 10 million Tanzanian shillings to 1 billion Tanzanian shillings, depending on your qualifications, and you are eligible for a term of up to 25 years. The amount of 10 million Tanzanian shillings is sufficient to build a standard home according to the constructor standards. The total interest charged over a 5-year term is 28%. For example, a loan of 100 million Tanzanian shillings would incur an interest payment of 28 million Tanzanian shillings. The interest rate decreases with early repayment. For example, repaying the loan in 3 years drops the rate to 16%. However, if you extend the term to 25 years, the total interest can more than triple the original loan amount. For instance, if you borrow 100 million Tanzanian shillings and repay it over 25 years, you may pay more than 260 million Tanzanian shillings in interest alone. Note, the interest rate may increase depending on your qualifications and the provider's internal criteria. Also, if your faith prohibits interest on loans, such as requiring Sharia-compliant financing, this option supports that. The other conditions and benefits for local mortgage providers only. You will repay the mortgage monthly. You may also choose quarterly, semi-annual, or annual payments based on your income flow. If you don't have a design and BOQ, you'll need to pay for one. The fee is according to type of the project cost. If you already have a house design and BOQ, they must be reviewed and adjusted to meet lender standards. This service will also incur a fee which is based on the type of the project. This option does not include a loan to purchase land, so you must already own land with a valid title deed to be eligible to apply. Your loan will be insured with mortgage protection cover, which means in the event of death or permanent disability, the outstanding balance will be waived. With this option, you have complete freedom to select your registered builder to carry out your project. Requirements for local mortgage providers only. If you want a mortgage with this option, you must be a Tanzanian, and the house you want to build, complete, renovate, or purchase should be in Tanzania. Also, you must provide proof of your source of income, whether you are employed or an entrepreneur. My advice on this option? This option suits those with steady, substantial cash flow, aiming to repay the loan in 3 to 5 years. The faster you repay, the less interest you pay, which can save you millions of shillings. However, if things don't go as planned, such as income disruption or needing more time, you can extend the term up to 25 years. This lets you lower your monthly payment and keep the loan manageable until you're ready to repay faster again. The second option, constructors mortgage providers only. This option allows you to request the full mortgage amount directly from a constructor rather than from a bank or financial institution. It's ideal for those preferring an all-in-one construction and financing solution, avoiding multiple parties like lenders, surveyors, or lawyers. The constructor offers both the loan and building service. A key advantage of this option is that it offers 0% interest. The loan amount, mortgage term, and interest rate for constructors mortgage providers only. The amount offered under this option ranges from 15 million to 1 billion Tanzanian shillings. 15 million Tanzanian shillings is sufficient to build a standard home according to the constructor standards. You are given a 5-year term for repayment. This option comes with 0% interest. You don't pay interest, unlike banks. The other conditions and benefits for constructors. Mortgage providers only. You must contribute 30% of the total construction budget. You must get a house design and BOQ from the constructor for a fixed fee, 1.5 million Tanzanian shillings for a single story and 2.5 million Tanzanian shillings for a multi-story house. This option does not include a loan for land, so you must already own land with a valid title deed. This option does not include mortgage protection insurance, meaning that in case of death or disability, your next of kin will still owe the remaining loan unless otherwise arranged. Requirements for constructors, mortgage providers only. The main requirement is contributing 30% of the total construction budget. Any other requirements are negotiable. The last option, local and constructors mortgage providers. This option lets you get a joint mortgage from a local provider and a construction company that will build your home. The loan is split between two parties. The constructor provides part at 0% interest, and the provider offers the rest. This shared approach reduces your total cost compared to a full loan from bank providers. The loan amount, mortgage term, and interest rate for local and constructors' mortgage providers only. You can borrow between 9 million Tanzanian shillings and 1 billion Tanzanian shillings, depending on your qualifications and financial situation. 9 million Tanzanian shilling is enough to finance a complete residential project for this option. The total loan term is 10 years. The total interest is 30% over 10 years. If you repay early, for example, in 5 years, your total interest can fall to as low as 19%. Note, if your faith prohibits interest on loans, such as requiring Sharia-compliant financing, this option supports that. The other conditions and benefits for local and constructors, mortgage providers. If you don't own land with a registered title deed, you may apply for a land loan through this option, since the provider provides a loan for land with a title deed. This option includes free house design and BOQ preparation. If you already have one, the constructor will review and align it to mortgage standards at no cost. You're protected with mortgage protection cover, which means that if you die or become permanently disabled, the provider will pay off the remaining balance for you. With this option, you can take an investment loan to invest in land, apartments, or rental properties. Note, this investment loan service is currently in private testing, but it will be released to the public soon. Requirements for local and constructors' mortgage providers. If you want an investment loan, you need an investment plan that explains how borrowed funds will be used to buy assets like land, apartments, or stocks expected to appreciate, and also cover house construction costs. We assist in developing this plan based on your housing and financial goals. Additionally, you must provide 10% of the investment loan, which will be held by the lender and is refundable after full repayment. If you want a mortgage, investment, or land loan with this option, you must be living in a rental house for at least a year because you need to provide proof of rental history for 12 months. Also, you must provide evidence of your source of income, whether you are employed or an entrepreneur.